My name is Zahirah. I'm going to present the introduction of this project. We wanted to create the device that can sense and monitor the electromagnetic radiations on a human body by using the wireless sensor networks because we know that the function of these components to monitor the influence of the electromagnetic pollutions on human. We know that electromagnetic waves are produced by the motion of electrically charged particles. The example of electromagnetic radiations, such as radio wave, microwave, also X-rays. Um, the consumers need to understand that this radiation emitted by gadgets such as smartphone laptops can be harmful to our health and also the environment. That is why we Group 4 wanted to create an innovative device that can monitor the electromagnetic radiations on human body. Also at the same time it can give awareness which can be really helpful to everyone. Here are the objectives for this project. First is we wanted to analyze the effects of electromagnetic radiation on the health of human body. Second is to design a special device that can sense and monitor the electromagnetic radiation when it reaches a certain frequency. Lastly, we wanted to establish awareness by a warning device when it detects electromagnetic radiation that can be harmful to our body. I'm going to present scopes of project. In this project, we wanted to highlight the non-ionizing types because we are using gadgets, for instance, smartphone and laptops on our daily life. So why this device fall into the non-ionizing types? Because it has features such as cellular, Wi-Fi, and also Bluetooth. The device that we are designing, it can sense and monitor the radiation frequency at certain values that can be harmful to our body. So the first condition that this device will execute is that when the magnetic Hall effect sensor 2 sense the presence of radiation at level of 48% and above, green LED and buzzer will turn on. We know that the radiation exists of a spectrum from a very low frequency to a very high frequency. Beside, the low frequency, such as radio wave and microwave, is classified as the non-ionizing type, while high frequency, such as gamma rays and X-rays, is the ionizing type. Okay, the second condition that will execute for our device is that when the magnetic Hall effect sensor 2 detects the radiation below 48% at the port HG, both the LED and buzzer will turn off. So the value of 48% here is that we want to indicate that our body can only absorb at a certain levels of radiations. Thus, we can say that many organizations all around the world have stated their guidelines for limiting the radiations because we know if too much of a radiation absorbed by a human body, it can affect our biological.
Hi doctor, my name is Nazreen bin Norhisham. My matrix number is DE190138. So right now I'm going to present to you about our group project problem statement. So this is our problem statement. Electromagnetic radiation effects due to cellular Wi-Fi and Bluetooth technologies. So we have two phases right here, which is the first phases is short-term EMF head effects, and then the second one is long-term EMF head effects. So for the first one, short-term EMF head effect, it can cause headache, tingling or burning sensation, ache and pains, decreased sperm motility, and trouble sleeping. And then the second phases is long-term EMF head effect, which is it can cause brain tumors, mental illness, cognitive and behavioral disorders, immune disorders, cancers, blood, breast, and more. For proper solution, in order to curb all this negative impact is by designing a wireless sensors networks WSN device. This device is intended to detect the presence of harmful electromagnetic radiation so that the user can identify which devices are radiating the harmful EM radiation around the user. So for our expected outcome, as a result, The expected focus of this research is to alert users to the dangerous EM radiation emitted by devices such as cell phones, laptops, and wireless routers. Therefore, as a reaction measure, the user can switch off the gadget when a certain amount of time has passed.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Zuhairi bin Zulkifli. My metric number is CE200136. Okay, today I will continue part methodology. Okay, in this project, Hall effect sensor is used to measure the density of magnetic field in the surrounding using Hall effect principle. The output voltage of Hall sensor is directly proportional to the strength of the field. Its name for the American physicist Edwin Hall. Hall sensors are used for proximity sensing, positioning, speed detection, and current sensing application. Okay, this sensor is KY024. This is the sensor model used for measuring magnetic density. Okay, if you look at the figure, this is the type of magnetic Hall effect sensor. Okay, this is the pin. AO for analog input, G for ground, V is VCC, is power supply, and DO is digital pin. Okay, this is the test pin. Okay, in this simulation, magnetic field cannot be created around the sensor in software. That's why test pin is placed to replace the magnetic field. The potentiometer is attached to the test pin and adjust the value of magnetic field in Proteus 8 Professional. As the voltage test pin will increase, the sensor will consider as magnetic density is increasing around. This is because the voltage different, the Hall voltage is proportional to the strength of magnetic field. Okay, let's say the test pin is 0 volt, so the sensor will feel no magnetic field. And then if test pin is 5 volt, the sensor will feel maximum gain, maximum of magnetic field. Okay, this is the circuit of the magnetic sensor that used to detect magnetic field in the environment. Okay, so I will show the simulation in software. I designed the circuit in Proteus 8 Professional. Okay, this is the circuit and we click run. Okay, this is the normal condition that the circuit detect no magnetic field in environment, but if the sensor detect uh, above 48% of the magnetic field, the buzzer will on and the LED will also turn on. So let me try. Okay, 32%. Okay, this is the 48%. If the sensor detect above 48%, the buzzer will on and also LED will turn on. Okay. Okay, for the analysis, the system of electromagnetic wave detector is designed to detect the radiation of radio frequency. The radio spectrum of the electromagnetic spectrum frequency from 30 Hz to 300 Hz. Okay, in this project, the system is designed to detect electromagnetic field level that can harm to human body. Okay, as I said before, the reference value of magnetic wave is set to 48%. Okay, if the electromagnetic field exceeded 49%, the LED and buzzer will turn on to warn us. Okay, for discussion. Okay, electromagnetic wave that had been measured in this project is 300 MHz to 5 GHz because this is the standard frequency that available around us. For example, the router of Wi-Fi. Okay, where this frequency wave is emitted by Wi-Fi router. Okay, the range of this frequency is called radio wave, widely used in modern technology, particularly in telecommunication. Okay, most mobile operator use from radio frequency wave in the range up to 300 MHz to 3 GHz that can be harmful to human health. Many scientific studies have been done on the radiobiological effect of radio frequency wave, and most of them have reported that the rare relationship between RF exposure and risk posed by mobile phone. Okay, therefore, this system is designed to warn user if their body are exposed to the electromagnetic wave that can harm to our body. So, user can be able to take safe precaution to reduce the side effects of electromagnetic wave.
Good morning, Doctor. My name is Vignan. So I'll cover the analysis and discussion part. For our analysis, we have carried out a field research to find out the awareness of electromagnetic radiation, EMR, among mutation students. We have collected around 26 respondents from our survey. Most of them belong to the age group of 20 to 25 and have their Wi-Fi router installed in their room and in their living room. So most of them have their Wi-Fi router installed in their living room, and an average of them uses 2 to 3 electronic devices per day. So in our second findings, we are able to find their daily average screening time. Half of them use their electronic device for more than 10 hours per day, and all of them have installed their Wi-Fi routers, and mostly have installed their Wi-Fi routers inside the living room compared to their room. By using the specific rate observation rate formula, we are able to find that their whole body exposed to the radiation. So an average of them have been exposed to around 6.2 millisieverns radiation per year, and according to our research, it has been labeled as a slight constant level of exposure. So from the discussion, our respondents, most of them have slightly exposed to the radiation. Most of them has felt side effects from too much exposure of the radiation, such as headaches, trouble sleeping, aches, and pains. So to overcome this exposure, most of them should follow the safeguard of EMT waves, such as keeping our smartphone away from sleeping area. So our respondents, most of them follow that safeguard of EMT, but hence most of them didn't know about the digital detox. Digital detox is mainly to keep ourselves from electronic device to reduce the exposure of radiation, and our respondents mostly didn't have the knowledge about digital detox. So that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Amira Natasha of Zairol. My metric number is CE2054, and I will explain about conclusion and solution. Electromagnetic radiation is one of the most prevalent and the fastest growing environment influence. It's very important that the public learns about various fields of EMS, explore and demand cleaner and healthy alternatives. So our group have created the device can develop the algorithms that will allow us to minimize network lifetime while monitoring EM pollution. So the second is to ensure that device can reduce the electromagnetic radiation for harming human health and the environment. Our group create the device that the LED and buzzer will turn on when the value of electromagnetic exceeded up than 49% and turn off when 48% below. So the third is we also encourage the innovative wire solution which provide the same level as the user friendly. So our recommendation for future works is first is include a technology that can minimize the frequency of human radiation. And the second is provide the screen LCD to display the radiation value or frequency value so that may the user observe or detect the radiation before it reach the harmful level. We also have the best strategy to decrease the radiation. So the first is if you work around the radiation material, it's good to have a radiation detector because it's a good idea to check in your surrounding frequency basic with the radiation detector. The second is use the time distance and shielding to protect yourself with the put the space and shielding between yourself and the radiation source. It's quite efficient approach to reduce your exposure. So the third is distance is the most effective way to increase the distance between your phone and your head and body to limit your exposure. So the last is you may limit your exposure duration making the very phone call, especially if you are not utilize a hand-free device, such as moving a wireless router away from where your people spend their time. That's all.